So y'all, when we out here dating, right? Like, like when a man is trying to choose a woman, right? Do y'all feel like we as men deserve to know like what the woman is bringing to the table? Or should that just not matter? Should that just not matter to us? Like, should we not worry about what the woman is bringing to the table? Like, how do y'all feel about that? I really need to know, cause I know how I feel about it. So I want to know how y'all feel about it. So I was talking to this girl, right? And I would consider us friends, cause she cool, I'm cool. So yeah, I think we friends or whatever. But yeah, I was talking to her, and we was just talking about like when you dating, or when you looking for your significant other, what type of stuff should you be looking for? And nothing for me to say. I was just like, well, I feel like as a man, the first thing I'm gonna really want to know is like, what she brings to the table. Like, what is she providing to the relationship or the situation? I just feel like I deserve to know that. So I don't really know how she took it when I said that, but when I said it, she was like, a man should not be worried about what a woman is bringing to the table. So I was like, why do you feel like that? Now, mind you, I am 30, so she was 34. Yeah, she 34. So this is a 34-year-old woman saying this. So I'm like, why not? Like, why shouldn't it matter? Why shouldn't we worry about that? She was like, because it shouldn't matter. Like, you should just accept that woman for who she is, or whatever she's bringing to the table. You should just accept her. And I was like, so you saying that when we out here trying to pick a woman, that we shouldn't even consider, we shouldn't even care at all what she brings to the table, right? And she was like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So I asked the question on Instagram. I was just like, I just put a poll. I was like, do you feel like a man should, inquire about what a woman is bringing to the table, or should he just not? Should it just not matter? And most votes was that it does. It basically, people were saying that it does matter. So I just thought it was crazy, because I think she kind of, when I said it, she kind of took it like I was saying like financial wise type junk. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I wasn't necessarily, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was, that was part of it. That was part of it, like the financial part of it, obviously. But I just feel like, yeah, man, like, we deserve to know. We deserve to know. Like, I feel like I don't understand why you would feel otherwise. So I had to bring it here, because I want to talk to y'all about it. Like, I just want to know. So, first of all, if I'm looking to date a woman, I want to know, it goes beyond the financial part of it. I want to know what she's bringing to the table mentally, emotionally. And I say emotionally because, who knows if she's going through some things, that causes her not to really, look at men a certain type of way, or, and mentally, it's like, I would love for my girl to be able to teach me something, whether it be about getting some more money, whether it be about making a smarter business decision, whether it be about, just being a better person, becoming a better person, hygiene, cleanliness. Like, a lot of girls be knowing, different stuff that you can do to your face and to your skin. Like, I want to know what she's bringing to the table. It's not just always all about money. You get what I'm saying? Like it is about money in a way, but it's not just all about money. I feel like, yeah, you should know what it is that that woman is bringing to the table. To just sit there and say you should just accept what she's bringing to the table, me personally, I don't think that makes any sense. I just don't think it make any sense, because we gonna flip the script real quick. Like, if y'all looking for a man today, y'all gonna want to know what he brings to the table, and forget all that other stupid stuff about, like, oh no, we not, because the man is supposed to be the provider. Yeah, a man is supposed to be a provider and a protector and all that stuff, but yet and still, is it not okay for a man to have his preference? Like, can we not have a preference? Can we not have a say so in our situation? We just have to just take whatever. Pretty much, that's how I'm taking it. We just have to just take whatever, because we're supposed to be the one that holds her up so that she can just chill out. That's how I took it, So somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just kind of how I took it, for real. Like, and me personally, I don't think that makes sense. I don't think it makes sense for us to just not care about what that woman's bringing to the table, because it's okay for us to have our preference, And also, what if it's a situation where the finances are not in a good place? What if she's in debt? What if he's in debt, for the women that are looking for the men? What if they're in, like, critical debt? You get what I'm saying? To the point to where it's like they need extra help. Like, they gonna need something else besides you and your money, whatever. They gonna need something more than that. You get what I'm saying? What if their credit is shot? What if we're 30 and up and this person has a 400 credit score? That's just something that we just not supposed to worry about, because we have good credit, or I don't think that's fair. Because somebody told me a long time ago, and this person was way older than me. They told me, when you marry somebody, they credit become your credit. So I'm like, so basically you saying I need to find somebody with equal credit or better credit than me, pretty much, if that's the case. Like, a lot of men be intimidated when they come across a woman that has more than them. Me personally, I don't see anything wrong with that. If you know for a fact, you as a man, you are well off, you're good, your finances are lined up, you're good, it's okay with your woman that may make more than you. There's nothing wrong with that, Like, some women just are into fields where they make a lot more money than you may make. That shouldn't make or break a relationship. Like, I think that, people be trying to focus too much on gender roles. And yeah, gender roles is a thing, but I think that comes with stuff like taking out the trash, cutting the grass, going outside, doing this, doing that. Work around the house. Maybe a woman feels like they're supposed to cook more, or a man is supposed to cook more, whatever. Like, I feel like gender roles is all preferences as well. Like, it's all unique to the person or the situation. Like, you may have a woman that likes to cut her grass. She may look at that as some type of, like, getaway time for her, some type of therapy. She may like to cut her grass. You may look at a man that likes to be in the kitchen, like to be up in there cooking. He don't want his girl in the kitchen because, babe, I got it. Me personally, I want my girl in the kitchen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to cook certain things. Like, ain't nobody touching my oxtails. But that's a whole nother story. We ain't gotta get into that. But I just feel like it's not fair for us to not know what our woman is bringing to the table. And I feel like we shouldn't be looked at as nothing less than a man by wondering what that woman brings to the table, because that is something that we have to add to our life. This is something that's going to change our life, either for the better or for the worse. A woman is supposed to be a help. Not saying that man is not supposed to have his stuff together so that he can take care of that woman, but vice versa. That woman needs to be able to take care of him. And if they have kids, then they need to be able to take care and provide for those kids, not just him. You know, it's not just a matter of just money. It's a matter of like everything. Even the stuff that people may consider miscellaneous, like just everything, like even all the way down to how you dress. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need to know. Like, not saying we gotta sit there and lay everything out. Like, okay, this is what I'm bringing to the table. This is what you bring to the table. Like, no, that's the whole reason why you date. That's why you date people, so that you can get to know them and so that you can learn their habits, learn, you know, their different hobbies, learn what they do. Like, you know, so that you can see who it is that you're dealing with. Dating is to see what that person is bringing to the table. That's what I thought. You know, when you getting to know somebody, I thought it was all because you're getting to know them to see what it is that they add to your life. Not just because you just looking for a male or a female for companionship. I don't think that makes any sense. So yeah, when me and her was having that conversation and she said that, I was like, that don't make no sense. I'ma just be real with you. I don't know if you done told other people that or just me, but I don't agree with that. I don't think that makes any sense at all, you know? And she was like, well, to each their own. And I'm like, yeah, to each their own. By the way, are you in a relationship? I wasn't throwing no shade. I just wanted to know. Like, I seriously just wanted to know, because I just felt like that was something kind of odd to say, you know? Like, and if you are in a relationship, does your man know everything that you're bringing to the table? Or does he just not care? Because personally, I feel like if that man does not care at all what you bring to the table, like if he's meeting you and you're coming into his life and he does not care what it is that you bring to the table, he don't like you. You know, you're just temporary to him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if a man don't care what you provide and what you bring to the table, you are just temporary to him. Like, for real. Like, just put the shoe on the other foot real quick. Like, if you dating a man and you don't know what he's bringing to the table, but you're dating and you don't care what that man is bringing to the table, then you know what you dating him for. You just trying to you know, do your thing. That's pretty much what it is. You're not looking for nothing long term with that man. If you're not caring what he's bringing to the table, you're not looking for anything long term. Like, for real. That's just like all honesty. Now, if you're dating somebody and you are inquiring about what it is that person brings to the table, then now you're looking for something long term, because like you like, okay, so like, why am I wasting my time with you? Like, you know, or why am I giving you my time? Like, am I looking for a future? Like, when you start to look for what that person brings to the table, you're looking for a future, right? You know? That's how I know some of y'all just be out here just dating, you know, because, you know, like, why would you say something like that? Like, and like I said, I'm not saying that she wrong for how she feel. I just feel like it's a kind of strange perspective. You get what I'm saying? Very strange perspective. Yeah. That's just how I feel about it. Because, yeah, I just think it's okay. It's okay to know what your partner brings to the table. It's okay. That's why we dating. So we can see, you know, so I can see how much I like you, if I do like you, if I don't like you, and what it is that, you know, you provide to my life. You know, if y'all feel differently, then, you know, let me know that. But I don't know. Please let me know if I'm missing something, because that's what it seems like. I may be missing something. So if I am, somebody let me know, please.